Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Emily, the home bookkeeper, and this is my Moving Abroad series. In today's video, let's talk about something that does not show up on those I moved to Europe with 2 suitcases and a dream videos. Because while relocating to Europe can absolutely change your life for the better, it can also quietly drain your bank account in ways you never saw coming. I'm talking about the unexpected costs, the in-between expenses, the transition fees, the wait, I have to pay for that too moments. My biggest ones on my journey so far have been rental cars, Airbnbs that turn into more long-term stays, residency fees, deposits, translations, and appointments that cost money just to exist. So today I'm breaking it all down so you can budget smarter, stress less, and avoid that sinking feeling when your card gets declined in a foreign country. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with the big one, temporary housing. Most people don't arrive in Europe and immediately move into a long-term rental. Instead, they stay in Airbnbs, short-term rentals, and serviced apartments. And here's the surprise. Short-term housing is often more expensive than long-term rent. You might pay 1,200 euros to 2,500 euros per month for an Airbnb, plus cleaning fees, service fees, and higher utility costs. And if your visa appointment gets delayed, like mine isn't until March, congrats. You're extending your stay another week or 3 or months. This is one of the biggest financial blind spots for expats. You may think Europe has great public transportation. I won't need a car. That is partially true. But during your first few weeks or months, you may need a rental car for appointment viewings, transportation to government offices, grocery runs if you're outside a city center, pet transport, IKEA trips because IKEA is handy. And rental cars in Europe often come with a lot of unexpected fees, like daily rates. Mandatory insurance is the one that has skyrocketed my rental car budget for me. There's always extra fees for automatic transmissions, fuel deposits, and international driver requirements. A short rental can easily turn into 500 to 1,500 euros before you even realize what's happening. Now, this is the part no one really talks about. Relocating to Europe usually involves residency permit fees, visa application fees, registration with the local municipality, national ID cards, tax numbers, or in Ireland it's a PPS number, and residency certificates. Each step often costs 50 euros, 120 euros, 300 euros, 20 euros for a stamp, 40 euros for copies. Individually, these fees may seem small, but collectively they can hit 500 euros to 1,500 euros in the first few months just to exist legally. This one surprises almost everyone. You may need certified translations, apostilles, notarized documents, or official copies. Documents often include birth certificates, marriage certificates, background checks, financial records, and business documents. And each document can cost 30 to 100 euros to translate, additional notarization fees, and mailing and courier costs. If you're moving with family or starting a business, or like me, moving a business from the States to another country in Europe, these costs can multiply so fast. Europe loves a deposit. You'll likely pay deposits for apartments, which can equal 1 to 3 months' rent, utilities, internet, mobile phone plans, sometimes even furniture rentals. So while rent might be more affordable, your move-in costs can look like first month's rent, last month's rent, security deposit, and agency fee. Suddenly, you're handing over 3,000 to 6,000 euros before you've even bought groceries. Many visas require private health insurance upfront, even if the country has public health care. That means monthly insurance premiums, an initial enrollment fee, private doctor visits before public access, and prepaid prescription costs. You might also need medical exams, vaccination records, and proof of coverage translated into the local language. This phase can cost anywhere from 500 to 2,000 euros in your first year. Opening a bank account abroad sounds simple, but in reality, it can involve account setup fees, minimum balance requirements, international transfer fees, and currency exchange losses. Even using your US bank card can quietly cost you foreign transaction fees, ATM fees, and really poor exchange rates. It's death by 1,000 small charges because they really do add up so fast. Here's the sneaky one. Time costs money. You'll spend time waiting for appointments, navigating bureaucracy, sitting in offices, taking days off work if you don't work remotely, and rebooking appointments. If you're self-employed or remote, that lost time equals lost income. This is why having a financial buffer means more than people realize. Okay, let's get really honest. Relocating is so incredibly stressful, and stress spending is real. You may spend more on takeout, coffee, convenience store items, taxis instead of buses, and shortcuts instead of savings. Not because you're irresponsible, but because you're a human being and you're adjusting to a foreign country. So make sure you budget for grace. Here's the realistic rule of thumb. Take your expected relocation budget and add 30 to 50%. Also, make sure to keep an emergency fund. Separate relocation savings from your daily spending. Expect a lot of delays. Expect overlapping costs. And expect things to cost something even if no one can explain why. Relocating to Europe isn't cheap or easy, even if you're relocating to an English-speaking country. But it is manageable when you plan honestly. Moving to Europe can be one of the most rewarding decisions of your life. But it's not just about plane tickets and pretty apartments. It's about understanding the real costs of transition, so you're not blindsided when reality hits. If this video helped you feel more prepared, or at least a little bit less alone, hit like, subscribe, and share it with somebody dreaming of an overseas move. And tell me in the comments, which unexpected cost surprised you the most? Or which one are you worried about? Personally, I've spent thousands on a car rental. So comment yours, and I'll see you in the next video.